Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something really epic. We're doing a Wrapped YouTube. You got your Spotify Wrapped, and now you have my Wrapped for what YouTube videos that I watched this year. Back all the way in January 2023, I started my self-improvement journey. And I did so because I wanted my life to change. And one of the key places of where I found the tools I needed to change my life was mostly on YouTube. I mean, I had my parents, I had church, I had other people, but the people that I found on YouTube inspired me, taught me, and drove me to accomplish a lot more than what I could have without them. And so today, I'm going to go through a couple of channels that I watched during my past 12 months on this planet Earth. Now, when I first started my self-improvement, I looked at channels that educated me. And those are really helpful, and I'm going to show you those. But I also wanted to mention that nowadays, a lot of my YouTube channels inspire me. And it helps me to bring me motivation when I'm feeling down. It inspires me for my art, for my YouTube videos, cinematography. I'm also being a little bit strategic here, okay? Because the subscribers I want on my channel hopefully are also subscribed to people that on the channels I'm about to show you, because I'm influenced by these guys, right? So I'm a mix of all these people I'm about to show you, and if I can get subscribers from these channels on my channel, how good would that be? So looking on my screen right here, we see this is actually like really weird YouTube setup. And this is actually due to a thing called Unhook. And this is really helpful because when you open this, like the website, I just don't get bombarded by like appetizing thumbnails, you know? Usually this is what my YouTube looks like when I open up the site. It's blank. All right, so this is my subscription homepage. And we're just gonna go down this subscription list and see all the people that I've subscribed to. So quite a few. One thing I did when I started back in January is that I was subscribed to over 400 people. And I actually went through individually and unsubscribed to all the people who were nonsense. And I boiled it down to, I think, 11 channels that I liked. And then from that day up till now, I subscribed to all of these guys. And so all these people here is people I respect and I'm really excited to share with you guys. So the first one is this guy named ColtKirwan, and he is a vlogger, a filmer, and he is just really inspiring, also really funny, and he just has a great, online personality, and I look up to him in the way he films his videos and the small self-improvement tips that he talks about. A very unique guy and very inspiring, but also just mostly fun, as you can see from he did Mario Kart in New York, which is like insane. It's just so funny. Next, we have Iman. Oh man, Iman. Classic. I'm sure you all guys all know Iman. But I do watch his newer videos, but his older videos is where the gold is at. And you can see here, I've gone through all of these, and I'm around here, and I want to watch all of his old videos because, like, his old videos are just so inspiring. It's incredible. This man is literally. I started watching his old videos back in the summer, and I copied a lot of the stuff he did, and literally that summer was the happiest summer I've ever experienced. I did a vlog on it if you want to look at my channel. Watching these old videos are such life fuel. Highly recommend. Next up, we have Mohammed. So this is a Muslim YouTuber who talks about self-improvement. He spends a lot of his time figuring out side hustles and just making as much money as he can online. And really cool guy on that front, but also he talks about self-improvement from a Muslim standpoint. And what a funny guy. His personality is really like relatable. He's very charismatic. He has a very unique way of speaking. I really, really respect this guy, and I definitely think you guys should go check him out because his videos are fantastic. You guys should subscribe to my own sister's channel. I actually edit some of these. Subscribe to my sister's YouTube channel. Nothing to do with self-improvement, but it's there. We have AlexHormozi. What a guy. This guy is a very good teacher of business. This one right here on advertising he breaks it down so nicely. He's a genius teacher. This pathway here, what it boils down to, business really, business is just a bunch of things that we all kind of know subconsciously, just comes down to a matter of actually doing it, which is so funny, but it's like true. Anything that we want, it's just a matter of hard work to get there. There's one thing I disagree with Alex, and a lot of it can be summarized with this video right here, why I don't go home for the holidays. And in this video, he says that he prioritizes himself over those who are close to him in terms of his family / extended family. Now, the thing is, his family is probably very, very different from mine. Whenever you are hearing something, especially related to something that goes against your prior beliefs, if you do choose to accept it, you have to really think about it critically. Implementing the advice that certain people give you will not give you desirable effects. And so when you find that out, be skeptical of the source of where you're receiving this information from. Because although it may have worked for him, it may not be healthy for you. The things Alex says about family and cold shouldering them, I don't agree with. But his family is coming from a different place, and I respect him for that. Alex is an amazing man. His podcast with Williamson is really cool. And so watch Alex. He's a great YouTuber. Next up, we have Theology of the Body. And these guys have a very, very, very interesting philosophy. If you watch a couple of their videos overall, you can get bits and pieces of what the theology of the body is. And I actually want to make a video of this on these guys and what their theology is. So essentially what they talk about is that our bodies, right, is a vessel for God. And since we were made in the image of God, the shape of our bodies, what our bodies mean on a philosophical level, reveals an aspect of God. I've never heard any church talk about the body. And obviously they're very like Christian-y, you know, like making clickbait videos here and there, but YouTube's YouTube, right? When you have less than 10-minute videos all over the place, you know they're grinding subs, which, I mean, hey, it makes money. All right, JustinSung, another one of my probably most favorite YouTubers on the platform. This guy talks about how to learn, and I've always wanted to know how to learn because it's one of my weak points. So he's a learning scientist, and he pretty much, if you watch through all of these videos, you get a sense of what top students are actually doing to get their good grades. And yes, there's hard work, but I actually found this guy when he made a video called Hard Work Does Not Usually Not Enough, and it's a couple of weeks ago. And when I watched this video, it blew my mind to think, oh wait, there are these people who spend only 2 hours studying, but they're still getting high grades because of the methods that they use to study. And when you go through these videos and you see what those methods are, when you understand the science of how learning works, it's amazing. I mean, it blew my mind, it opened my eyes, and generally, I don't disagree with this guy on anything. Maybe it's because of my naivety, I don't know enough about learning to disagree with him. JustinSung is just an amazing YouTuber, and another thing that really inspires me about this guy is that he used to be a medical doctor, and he used to be in practice. And what happened is that he realized that he didn't want to do medicine all his life, but he was a lot more interested in the learning of learning and the coaching of learning. And he started an online business during residency, and now he's making bank online. He's kind of like a North Star for what I want to be like in the future. And even his old videos are very, very interesting. He had this podcast called Bigger Plate, and it was essentially, oh, you don't have time? It's not that you need to cut down your activities, you just need a bigger plate. And that just sounded so cool. PewDiePie. I've been subscribed to this man for a very, very long time, and it says something, you know, that I'm still subscribed to him despite me, you know, changing, you know, who I am. He's been able to adapt and change his channel to how his audience grows for the past 10 years. And the reason I'm still subscribed to him are for these vlogs. Happy days, dad life. This is the best. I'm a dad now. Even going way far back, we see these kind of videos, vlogs of his life, big waves. And these videos are so inspiring for me because I see his family, I see his wife, And I think I want that kind of life. I mean, it seems like this guy is literally living a fairy tale ending. And it's unbelievable. This video too, trying to seeing him learn how to draw is just like so random, but yet so PewDiePie and so overall inspiring. So over the past year, I've been more interested in theology. The corner of philosophy and Christianity, which is essentially theology, right, is an important yet gritty part of our Christian faith. For example, I learned about how God is simple. And this doesn't mean he's simple as in like he's easy to understand, and in fact, quite the opposite. But he's simple in form. This sharpener, right? All right, so the sharpener is like this shape. And so now I'm going to take off the cap, all right? So now you can see that the cap and the actual canister are two different pieces. So this overall sharpener is not simple. And the reason is because it's made out of multiple parts. But my iPad is simple because it's just one thing. And in the same way, God is simple despite being a Trinity. Because the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit are all God, making God simple. But he still comes and expresses himself as the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Watching videos like this, learning about theology, bits and pieces here and there, very interesting. But again, I don't know much about this telosbound guy. But I hope to learn more about it in the future, and I definitely will. I've been consuming a lot of podcasts lately. Past semester and summer, been driving to university every day. I have an hour of podcast time, and so I will listen to podcasts. Andrew Huberman, Chris Williamson, and WithThePerrys. So this is a black couple. They have 4 children. The husband is a poet and an author. The wife is an author and a poet. So they talk about Christianity. They talk about the gospel. They talk about, you can see right here, you know, same-sex marriage, how to give the gospel. And something that really strikes me about these guys when they talk in their podcast is their blackness. And their culture really shines through. They are very good people, and I respect them a lot. And sometimes they're very like overwhelming for me because of their personality. I just think I'm just like blown away by their boldness. But I think that's something, if I told that to them, they'd be very proud of to hear. I highly recommend these guys. Very inspiring. They know their stuff. They know their theology. And they will teach you something about Black culture, about their church, their lives. What else can I say about these guys? I mean, they go back into stuff that we already know, but open that up and reveal something in those things that we already know. It strengthens the foundation of my faith personally. That's what they've done for me, and that's why I'm recommending to you this WithThePerrys channel. Aliabdaal, classic. You know this guy probably. Oh, he reached 5 million subscribers. Congrats to him. He was also a doctor, and then he also stopped being a doctor. ICEcoldJT. Oh man. So back when, you know, these very, very simple tidbits of knowledge, you know, 10-minute videos, there's this one video I use to this day called Abs Like Aaron Yeager. I literally still do this workout like 3 times a week. I pull this video up and I do it. This is literally my ab routine. Bright personality. He's funny. And there's a reason this guy has 250,000 subscribers. He is a amazing YouTuber. We all wait the day that he returns. Ruff. Now, Ruff is very similar to ICEcoldJT, except he's a lot younger. I think he's still in high school. He comes off as kind of like prideful or like holier than thou, as if his subscribers are kind of like under him. So I don't really like that, but I need to talk about this man because this guy's growth is insane. So if you can see here, he has 179k subscribers. So I'm going to pull up his Social Blade, and Social Blade is essentially, it tracks people's stats. So March 23, he had 8,000 subscribers. So we will go to July, and he jumps like more than 50,000 subscribers in a month. he had a video reach 1 million views sometime in the 7th month of 2023, and he's been riding off that. And I scrolled up a bit and I saw this guy's earnings, and you can see here from that video that he popped off with. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, I can only imagine these videos probably having like 200, 300 views before that million view video. I mean, I will say though, this guy actually edits his videos. Like, he actually puts like way more effort into his videos than I do. Personally, I don't have time to make YouTube like a full-time thing. If I did, I kind of don't want to make YouTube a full-time thing, to be frankly honest. I like videos like this, very simple edits, just me talking, speaking to the camera, ICEcoldJT style, and he was successful too. Ruff, he really edits his videos, and he really puts a lot of time into collecting cinematic shots, writing scripts. He does animated captions. You know, it paid off. I do recommend this channel. He is a good guy. Occasionally, his videos surprise me, but if you read books, like at some level, you're gonna hear a lot of stuff you already know. Next, we have Nick. This is someone who I really respect. He's Christian. He's a father. These videos that he talks about on parenting, just being a Christian in today's world, is really cool. I haven't watched too many of his old videos, but his recent videos, like the past 12 videos that he's made, are really cool. And this is a man who reminds me of a well-respected pastor I know in Frisco, and I highly recommend watching these videos just to gain insight into masculinity, into family life, into Christian living. He's also kind of funny. He is a very entertaining guy. Oh, Joseph. And this guy talks about articulate speaking. And I used to watch a lot of this guy's videos before I started my YouTube channel, and indeed I returned to this channel to talk. No, I'm getting so nervous because I feel like if this guy was watching my YouTube channel right now, he'd be so ashamed, like, bro, you watch my videos, why are you not talking better? He himself is a very good speaker. Oh no, I said the word good, no. He literally talks about how expanding your vocabulary so you don't say basic words like good, or good is such a bad word to use. Well, let me think of a word to impress him. He is a very I said he is a phenomenal YouTuber. He speaks on becoming a more influential, better speaker. Cut this. He does these really interesting videos on case studies. So he watches a video and says what was good about them. And I guess that's kind of how it works, right? You study the best, you mirror the way they speak, and you yourself become a better speaker as a result. He does a lot of study and journaling, and a lot of his life and his habits are oriented around improving his speech, which is something really cool because you have this guy who's trying to improve something that a lot of people don't think about. Obviously, public speaking is an important skill and people know that subconsciously, but this guy actually practicing it and studying the craft of public speaking, and that's really cool. And his videos go to show for that. So check this guy out. Very good channel, and like very few videos too, and he's popping off on YouTube. He is a good YouTuber. He knows what he's doing on the platform. Men on a Mission. I believe this guy's name is Isaac Jacob. His guy has 2 YouTube channels. His main YouTube channel is called Daily Disciple. However, I don't really like that channel because it's kind of like this one where he just, tries to go for, the main topics that seem to get clicks. But this is a masculinity-based channel that he does, and oh well, looks like this channel's on that too. Interesting takes. If this guy was watching this part of the video, I want to tell you, keep doing what you're doing. Your work is phenomenal, and it's very amazing to see someone from the Christian and self-improvement space come together and put forth good content for young men to build themselves. And it's really cool, and I pray for your mother that she comes out of her cancer again. And thank you so much for the gift that you're leaving on YouTube with this channel, because it really is phenomenal, and the work that you're doing is changing lives, man. It is. And finally, we have Colin Murray. I watched this guy a long time ago. He's my calisthenics man. So I've been learning calisthenics, and all the tricks I know are from this guy. And what I really like about this Colin is that he shows his improvement. He shows himself failing a trick many times. So I feel like in 2 years or 3 years, when he just as a pro calisthenics dude, you go back to his older videos and you just see him fail over and over, and it's like, it's gonna be amazing. Another thing that I find very interesting about this guy is that he's very tall, and calisthenics is generally more difficult for taller people. Like weightlifting in general, it's just harder. But this guy's going through it. He looks like a Greek god. Very how-to, educational. I think only like athletics channel on here. Yeah, I don't think anyone. Because on YouTube, you if you want to learn something, you just learn it from a random person. But this guy actually, his brand is something that I stick around for, because he's just such a cool guy, and the tricks he does, the way he teaches. Watch a couple of his videos. Drop a couple likes. These are the channels I watched during 2023, at least the ones that have influenced me and that I am proud to share with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. This is a video I made on how to prioritize the many tasks you have to do in a day. So go check that video out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.